Hello everyone, I'm Brett, and this is Nightwood Guns. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Glock 43, Glock's single stack 9mm. It's incredibly thin and has a very small overall footprint, and it would be perfect for pocket carry if you wear cargo pants or shorts, anything with, a slightly larger pocket than, like denim jeans typically. It's difficult to pocket carry in those if they're cut to be stylish. So first things first, let's talk about the most important thing in a self-defense firearm, and that is reliability. Glock has one of the best track records in the world for reliability when it comes to firearms, and the Glock 43 is no different. I personally have put about 1,500 rounds now through this Glock 43 with zero malfunctions of any kind. Now, I did get the Talo edition, which has the Ameriglow sights. Awesome. If you can find the Talo model, I highly recommend it because these sights are dynamite. Now, another important thing when it comes to a self-defense firearm is controllability. How does a firearm control during rapid fire? Because the best way to stop someone from attacking you is to put a high volume of fire into their upper torso. Or head. Hey, the controllability on this thing, it's alright for what it is. It's a small gun that shoots 9mm. For shooters of smaller stature, it's going to be a little snappy, and they'll definitely notice it, but it's nothing unreasonable. It's not going to fly out of anyone's hands. It's no worse than a 38 special in a J-frame or like an LCR. Also, something to take into consideration is capacity. The capacity on this is not phenomenal. The standard magazine that comes with it holds 6 rounds, so that's 6 plus 1, 7 rounds. That's not a lot. The capacity for this is more that of a backup firearm rather than a primary carry firearm. But, there are some cases where it's all you can have. You need that deep concealment for whatever reason. But the capacity on this, it's a problem for me. The Shield has superior capacity. The P938 with its extended mags have superior capacity, and Glock is not offering any base plate or magazine that holds more than that 6 rounds. Even the one with the little pinky extender, 6 rounds. The good news is there is an aftermarket option, or a couple of aftermarket options. The aftermarket option I went with was Tehran Tactical base plates. I got a +2 to keep in it, and I got a +3. Now we're talking 9 plus 1 and 8 plus 1, and all of a sudden we're with and exceeding the competition. Now, as far as the base plates go, those 1,500 rounds I put through this Glock 43, they were all with these base plates, and it was 100% reliable and accurate. If you have a Glock 43 or you're interested in getting one, you're looking at boosting capacity, I recommend the Tehran Tactical. I've had excellent reliability with it. Next up is the price point of the gun, the Talo edition with the Ameriglow sights. You can find it for as low as $470 and as high as $530. That's in the ballpark of where the competition is, and I would say for what you get, it's a fair price. So what do I personally like about this firearm? It is thin, lightweight, extremely reliable, just draw and shoot. There's no manual safety to flip off. Now, things I dislike about the firearm, because nothing is perfect, the mag release on this. So it's the typical like Gen 4 style magazine release, but when you have a small gun, you start to run into small gun problems. And one of those is the grip is so small that I found myself actually having my middle finger on the magazine release when I first got it. So when I was shooting it, the magazine actually came unseated. And granted, I just adjusted my grip and practiced until it was muscle memory, so that's no longer a problem. But it is something worth mentioning. Other problems you get when you get into the small gun category are trigger reach, recoil, and as mentioned earlier, capacity. But let's talk about trigger reach. When you have an extremely small firearm and you have a human-sized hand, anywhere from medium to extra large, your trigger finger is going to naturally rest like hooked. And that's going to cause serious problems in accuracy if you shoot that way. So it just takes practice and developing muscle memory to train your finger to rest right where it needs to be. It's something to take into consideration. It's a mild annoyance, but with practice, it's not an issue. So those are the things I like and dislike about the Glock 43. Is there any reason you should purchase the Glock 43 over a Shield or an XDS or a Walther PPS, the other Striker Fire single stack 9 competitors? Not really. I mean, the Shield is extremely reliable, the XDS is extremely reliable, equally accurate, but pick what fits your hand best. You know, go to a gun store, pick them up, see what fits best. This firearm is also an excellent choice for women looking to conceal carry. Now, the recoil might be a little snappy for women and men of smaller stature, but realize that it is a personal defense firearm. It's not a fun range toy or, you know, a gun that you take out and you're going to put 1,000 rounds through a week at the range. This was designed for deep concealment, personal defense. But my wife, who's only 5'3", has no problem shooting the Glock 43. She enjoys it. It's a great personal defense option for her. If she can handle it, I'm confident that pretty much any woman or man of small stature out there could also handle it to defend their lives. So if I was going to give the Glock 43 a score on a scale from 0 to 10, with the factory 6-round magazine, I would give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. It's extremely reliable, very thin, small footprint, but man, the capacity is a big problem. Because if you have to fight 2 people, or 3, or there's a dude in the mall, you know, plugging people with an AK, and you're in a position where there's no escape and you're going to have to fight the person, I'm going to want as many rounds as possible. With the Tehran tactical base plates, however, I would probably give this firearm a solid 9.5 out of 10. For its intended purpose, this is definitely one of the best options up there, and you know, if it fits your hand well, you absolutely cannot go wrong with it. Thank you for watching my review on the Glock 43. Be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. I hope you enjoyed. Nightwood out.